Good morning and welcome to the weekly weather briefing for the National Weather Service Atlanta for Thursday, July 14th, 2022. Highlights for this week: the wet weather pattern is set to move into the area for the upcoming week. Afternoon thunderstorms remain likely through the week, with some isolated strong severe storms possible today across central and southern Georgia. Tropical moisture across the south has the potential to cause some isolated flash flooding concerns across central Georgia going into the weekend. And temperatures will be moderated to the mid to upper 80s this week due to increased cloud coverage and the more likely chance of precipitation. Let's look at the current conditions right now. You can see a front across the northern central part of Georgia. Some prolonged rain across eastern Alabama and into western Georgia across the Columbus area is causing some flash flooding concerns, so we're keeping an eye on that. Precip will likely continue through this morning and into the afternoon. While a few flash flooding warnings are out in the Alabama area, luckily no warnings have been needed for our CWA. This will gradually give way to general afternoon thunderstorms, which will be most prevalent south of the I-20 corridor. The rest of this afternoon, thunderstorms are expected today. A few isolated storms could become severe over central and southern Georgia, as we'll take a look here in a few slides. Tomorrow, that front will gradually drift south and will confine most of the afternoon thunderstorm activity to central and southern Georgia. As the weekend unfolds, that front will slowly push off to the north, and afternoon thunderstorms will gradually return to the greater CWA area. High pressure will be reestablished across the Gulf early next week, and that will likely bring us back into the typical afternoon convection pattern, with highs in the upper 80s and lower 90s. Severe weather is possible across southern Georgia, mostly south of the I-20 corridor today, as a few storms could become strong and severe along the surface boundary. The main threat of these storms again will be damaging winds, not looking at much of a hail or tornado threat, and again south of the I-20 corridor. These storms will be isolated in nature and will cause some damaging winds and locally heavy rainfall. Here's a look at your tropical weather outlook. We are not expecting any tropical concerns over the next 5 days, so there's some good news. More good news on the drought front. We've had some slight improvements, especially across areas of south and central Georgia, and we're expecting things to continue to improve over the next week. As you can see, we've removed the areas of D2 severe drought, and again, things are expected to continue to improve. And here's a look at why. Again, south of the I-20, as we're expecting most of the rainfall over the next week. Some areas receiving up to 2 inches of rain, with less than a quarter inch of rain for the metropolitan area and north. So some areas of northern Georgia may not see drought relief, but again, we're expecting the majority of south and central Georgia to see some kind of drought relief over the next week. To wrap things all up, a wet weather pattern is expected for the upcoming week. Afternoon thunderstorms will remain likely through the week. And today, we're expecting some strong to severe thunderstorms, although they'll be isolated in nature. Tropical moisture across the south has potential to cause some isolated flash flooding concerns going into the weekend. And generally, it'll be a comfortable week, with temperatures being moderated to the mid to the upper 80s. So try to enjoy it when the weather is not too wet. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to connect with us via phone, our briefing page, web, or any of our social media. This briefing will be posted on YouTube for your viewing convenience. But again, if you have any concerns, please feel free to contact us. Thanks, and have a great week.